Hey guys, good evening. I'm so excited to be here with you all tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. My goal is always to kind of keep these informational and short and sweet, but also jam pack it full of goodies and really allow you to get to know what this opportunity is all about and also get to know me a little bit because if you're tuning into this webinar, you were brought here by one of my teammates, somebody within the team, a coach on the team. And so you tuning in tonight kind of gives you a little glimpse into what our whole team is about. And just I'll introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Chico, and I'm your host for this evening. A lot of the time we'll have a guest speaker on. I really like to showcase lots of different coaches and leaders within our team, but I'm flying solo tonight, which is nice because we can keep it kind of short and sweet. So I'm going to turn my screen around just so I can share some slides with you guys. I like to learn visually, so that I think is going to be the best thing. So hopefully you can see my screen here. Let me go up to the first slide. And that is me. My name is Stephanie Chico. I'm married to my husband, Matt, for 8 years. It was 8 years in January. We have 3 kiddos. We got married. I got pregnant the next month, and then a year later I was pregnant again, and then almost a little over a year later I was pregnant again. So 3 kids, super duper back to back. We were brand new newlyweds and had 3 kids in 3 years within 3.5 years of marriage or something like that. So crazy looking back. I was really young in my early 20s when I started having kids. And so I feel like I maybe didn't even know that I had this love of fitness inside of me, but I think I always had that interest, but I just never really got a chance to, give it a shot because I was always pregnant. It just seemed like. So for anybody tuning in, you're a new mom, you're expecting, you just had a baby, you've got a couple of kids, you just had your first baby, whatever. First of all, let me say you don't have to be a parent to be on this team. This is just my story, and that's what I like to share and talk about. So for any of you kind of tuning in and worrying that maybe you're just not going to have enough time to devote to becoming a coach and like really building this business, I can tell you 100% that is a lie that you're telling yourself. And I know that there's that fear because I had that same fear. But looking back, I'm so glad that I squashed that fear. And I only wish, like my only regret is that I didn't start sooner. My coach who sponsored me into the business was like, Steph, you have to do this coaching thing. She kept on me and stayed relatively persistent, but also very patient with me for like 8 months before I finally got into this whole thing. So I'm so thankful to her, grateful to her for literally changing my life. So I wasn't always a fitness lover. I didn't get into coaching like I'm a personal trainer. I love, everything fitness. I just had an interest in it for myself. So it was almost like a selfish thing. I was like, I love how this makes me feel. I started working out again. I couldn't get to the gym. That was so difficult for me with 3 little ones. Pack up the kids, pack the car. By the time you actually get to the gym, you've had a full-blown workout already. Am I right? So, and not to mention just, having a crying baby in the daycare. It was just crazy. So that's when I discovered home fitness programs. And lucky for me, my good friend had just started what I now know as a challenge group. And you guys may have heard about challenge groups on social media, but it's just a private Facebook group. And we'll talk a little bit about that later on, a private Facebook group where people can work out together and just kind of like, well, first of all, you work out on your own time in your own home, but you can get to know people through these Facebook groups, hold each other accountable, share meals, recipes, share progress, share struggles, share all these things that I just had never really experienced before. That level of like friendship and accountability was super new to me. And I thought, I need more of this in my life. So how can I get more of this? And so when I say coaching started out as something kind of selfish, that's what I mean. It was just something that I loved, that brought me joy, it fulfilled me. And when I sort of started putting the pieces together that this could become something bigger than just that, where I could share that with other people, the light bulb went on. And that was at a time in my life where my husband had just lost his career as a baseball player. It came to an end, and it was super scary for us to be in that position. We, like I said, were super duper young when we got married, and I didn't graduate from college, neither did my husband. And we had all of our eggs in this professional baseball basket. And when that didn't play out the way that we had always thought that it just would, we were left with a really scary situation. We had 3 kids, no income. We had a home that we loved. We built our house in Florida, and we had to walk away from it and short sell it. And that was probably the beginning of rock bottom. It was right around the time that the challenge group came into my life, and also when I found myself crying at our kitchen table because I didn't know how we were going to buy diapers and formula for our infant that week. And we had to borrow money from my in-laws. And that was that point when I was like, this cannot continue. And so, like I said, that light bulb moment, it was like, what am I waiting for? I have this opportunity staring in front of me, and I know it may take a little bit of time and work to build this thing, but I believe in it. And that is how it started. That was a little over 3 years ago. It's been 3 years. It was just 3 years in October for me. So it's just crazy to think back on all of that. And we just moved into our brand new home that we built this past December. And so we've been in our new house for a couple of months now, and it's just truly been like full circle, complete surreal journey. And so sitting here tonight and getting to share this opportunity with you all who are tuning in is just so special for me, because I mean, this business, I literally owe my life and my family's life to. So if I can speak to some hearts on that tonight, I am so proud to do that. So I'm the founder of Team Fitspiration. It started with me and one other person, and it just sort of built from there. We're now a team of, we just hit the 17,000 coaches mark, you guys. It's insane to think that that team has grown the way that it has. It's truly a family. It feels tight-knit, and while that 17,000 sounds like a massive, massive number, there are multiple branches and successful coaches who've come into the business. So it is not just me who has been successful, thank God. Otherwise, I wouldn't have stuck around, to be totally honest. That would be no fun if my friends weren't finding success too. So our team is built of some incredible leaders. There's just so much support and love, and it truly feels like a family. So we're super lucky. And so without any further ado, I don't know what the term is there. I'm going to jump right into what exactly this whole coaching thing is all about. So you've heard me kind of tell my story a little bit. And I know that when you see what we all do as coaches on social media, it can be kind of vague, like, okay, cool, I get it. You post selfies, like, that's awesome. You work out at home, you drink your Shakeology. How do I do it? And so really the core of this business is we started as a infomercial company. If you guys have ever been up late with a baby at night, I'm again speaking to the moms listening in, but for anybody, you've probably seen P90X infomercials, Insanity infomercials, T25 infomercials, Body Beast, all of those, 21 Day Fix, they're all over the place. So that's how Beachbody started. Our CEO wanted to just market these workout programs, and people loved it. P90X was huge when the company first launched. And our CEO had so many requests for people saying, I want to be able to like get a referral fee or something like this, because I'm bringing all these people to the message boards. This was pre-Facebook days. And our CEO was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. So he gave birth to the Coach Network, which is so neat. And so really we're brand new in the grand scheme of things. There are other network marketing companies that have been around for so many years. like 10 and 20 years and plus and beyond that. And we're just a baby company. We've been around for like 8 years or something now. So it's wild to think that we're just really in the beginning of it. So I have a lot of people who are worried that, you know, like, well, yeah, you know, maybe I should have signed up like 3 years ago. Maybe it's too late now. That is so far from the truth. This is like the time to get started. We're just in the beginning. So it feels really neat to be able to say that. We are still only in North America. I mean, just only in Canada and the US. We haven't even gone to Mexico. We haven't even gone overseas yet. So it's incredible to really think about the growth that is going to happen in the future, and to be able to be a part of that is really neat. And so that's how we started. We started with these infomercials. And so this whole coaching thing really grew from there. It gave the opportunity for people to refer other people. So just like my coach did with me, said, hey, Stephanie, you should do this. Like, you're doing the workouts. You're loving it. You're bringing other people to the challenge group. Why not just sign up to be a coach? And so that's literally what it is. It's like a referral business for the workouts. And there's a couple sides to it. And I'll get into that, but I wanted to show you guys some really, really cool transformations. These are all coaches within our team. That's me in the top right over there, right after my third little Quinny. She was just a baby there, like 8 months old probably. And I started as a coach when I probably had like over 20 pounds to lose. I had lost about 20 on my own, just, you know, nursing and eating well and starting those home workouts myself. And so I hesitated. So if anybody's kind of tuning in, like, okay, well, do I already have to be fit? You know, I see all these 6-packs and quads and, you know, bulging muscles and stuff. Do I have to be that way? And I can tell you that is not the case. A lot of these transformations that you're seeing here are from coaches who started that way. So they got into the business really starting out their journey, and they just really shared it. And so I get a lot of questions from new coaches like, okay, how do I, you know, once I do sign up, how do I like start the business? And it's really just sharing your story, sharing your journey, talking about it, inviting people, telling people about our challenge groups that we all run as a team. You're welcome to join a group challenge group, or you can kind of start your own. You just set up a Facebook group, you invite your friends, they can sign up with a challenge pack, boom, 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 and they're in. So that's really how it is. It's pretty like simple and amazing. And it's so much fun that you can just make, you know, sharing your fitness journey something that can grow into a really remarkable business. So I just love looking at those transformation stories. And what we do is kind of plain and simple also. It's really, these are two different slides that my good friend Brittany and I put together, but we share with others. So like I said, you're sharing your journey, you're posting about it on social media. A lot of people do ask, do I need to do this on social media? The answer is no. You can run local fit clubs. You can do a lot of in-person, like face-to-face inviting. That's totally fine. I'm sharing my story, and I was a mom with 3 little ones. And so my real only option was to, because I was also newer in a new city and I didn't really know a lot of people, my option was to grow this business through social media. And so there was Facebook, and there was Instagram, and now there's Twitter, and there's, I don't know, tons of other social networking platforms. But yeah, it's just really incredible. You don't have to leave your house if you don't want to, but you're not stuck inside your house either. So it's sharing however that works for you. If it's, you know, taking your kid to soccer practice and talking about, you know, your challenge group with, or your workouts with the other soccer moms, whatever it may be, coworkers, if you work, you know, a 9-to-5 job or any type of job, you can talk about this with your coworkers. So however it fits into your life, that is coaching, sharing with others, being a friend and helping people reach their full potential, which also really like ties into grow yourself. You guys will hear us talk a lot about personal development. I was so like personal development, like self-help books, that's bogus and I don't need that. But it's been a real gift to me in this business, how it's really changed my outlook, and really helped me grow personally. And so we like to kind of pass that on to our challengers and to our new coaches joining the team, where there's that level of not only just like outward change, but also inward change, where you're learning to grow yourself and just learn about life and being better and reaching for more. That's really what this whole journey on this planet is all about. So I'm a big believer in that. Being a product of the product. So like I said, it's just really sharing the journey. You don't have to be at the final destination with your weight or your fitness or any of that to be successful at this. It's really just like starting where you're at, using what you've got, talking about Shakeology, drinking Shakeology, talking about your workouts, showing that you're doing your workouts. And it not only shows that you're doing it and for your own like personal record keeping. I love how you can look back like 2 months ago in your Facebook pictures and be like, oh wow, you know, I have made progress. That's really neat. So that's kind of a personal gain, but it also shares the journey for other people. So you're holding other people accountable. You're lifting people up. You're being surrounded by amazing people. You're setting goals, which that was a big thing for me. I remember just having that little feeling of dimming light inside of me as a new mom. I loved being a mom, but there was a little piece of me that missed pushing for things and like going after goals and dreams and, you know, setting intentions and those types of things in this business was so amazing for me to be able to have that again, like have that fire and being really passionate about something other than motherhood, because it's okay to love motherhood, but it's also okay to want more. And it's okay to be passionate about your full-time job or your schooling or whatever you love in your life, but it's also okay to want more. And that's what I love about this. I talked a little bit about virtual challenge groups. They're private or secret Facebook groups right on Facebook. You can set them up super duper easy. And that's really it. It's like playing on Facebook, and you get to get 25% off. Another common question that I get is like commissions, and we'll get to that. You don't have to work for your discount. You don't have to buy a certain amount of product to earn your 25% off. It is just gifted to you for being a coach. You get 25% off. So you sign up as a coach, you get your discounted challenge pack. And then from now on, so let's say you start with 21 Day Fix, you love it, and you're like, I want to do 21 Day Fix Extreme next. You get 25% off of that. How cool is that? Plus your Shakeology, getting 25% off of that. It's a total win-win. So how we earn, that was a good segue there. Your income is really a direct reflection of how many people you help. So you cannot come into this business and expect it to just happen overnight. Like that is one of the biggest misconceptions. This isn't one of those businesses where you can just put up a link on Facebook and expect people to go and buy stuff from you. It really is about helping people, and you know, that may require a little bit of extra effort, but my gosh, like I can't imagine not having that fulfillment and knowing that I'm able to make an impact on somebody else's life, whether it be their health or their finances, or their family's health and finances, all of that. That's work that I want to be doing. So I'm thankful that my income is a direct reflection of how many people that I help. So we get that 25% commission. Again, you don't have to work for that commission. It's not like the person at the top gets 25% and then the person down at the bottom or whatever gets less commission. You get 25% commission, you get 25% discount. That's cut and dry, black and white. There's no gray area with that. You also get team bonuses. So if you decide you want to build a team and like if you guys are following us on social media, you see like Emerald and Ruby and Diamond. So if you want to push for those types of goals, there is even greater earning potential there. I would say that 95% of my income these days is from team bonuses. And that really is just the entire team working together, one big happy family. And if we're all running challenge groups, we're all building teams, we're all helping other people, that grows team volume. And that's how team bonuses come about, is based on the volume of sales throughout the entire team. So, and the entire team benefits on that. So it's not just like the one guy at the top. This is not a pyramid scheme, you guys. Like, they're legal, just FYI. There's nothing illegal happening here. Everybody, it's a level playing field all across the board. So there's no ceiling in your earning. You guys can come into the business and end up earning more than me, or more than the person who sponsored you, or more than the person who started the very first coach who ever signed up in Beachbody. You can make as much or as more, that's not even a word, as much or more than that person. So there's no ceiling. It's not a pyramid. It's not like I said, the guy at the top makes more or something like that. None of that. So I just want to squash that immediately. There's no pressure to sell, meet quotas, or stock products. I love that. I've been asked a lot, like, so you're sure if I don't sell X amount of dollars worth of products, they're going to like cancel my account out? No, you don't have to do anything. There's lots of coaches, and we'll get into like the different types of coaches. You can kind of pick your path. There are a lot of people who get into this because they just want to like start working on themselves, and they want that discount. So you can sign up and just think to yourself, okay, you know, I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to dive all the way in with the business side of things yet. I just want that 25% off. More power to you. You can do that. You don't have to sell a certain amount. And you're not going to get booted. We're not going to like boo and hiss at you, and Beachbody's not going to kick you out. You get to do whatever you want with your business. And you don't have to stock any products, thank goodness, because I would probably lose everything. I'm not organized. So yeah, it is just really simple. When you're signed up as a coach, you get a website, and you actually get a few websites, and links for people to, you know, start shopping or whatever they want to do through your own website, which is really neat. What our team provides, we talked a little bit about this, and I love this slide. It wasn't one that I was using before, but I just love that it talks about what you get when you join this family. You get weekly team calls. There's always something to tune into. It's not mandatory. They're always recorded. So if your schedule just doesn't permit, you know, you jumping on a live team call, you get to catch the recording. So there's also podcasts, which is really convenient. You can listen to it in your car while you're driving. One-on-one training with your coach. So if I brought you here, you know, you're going to be mentored by me. If somebody else brought you here, they're going to mentor you, but you're going to get training from the entire team, which is really neat. We all get to know each other, and you just become part of the family, whether you like it or not. Just kidding. Group trainings and apprenticeships. We do lots of really fun with proven steps to build a successful business. So we do lots of really neat side trainings and like push groups. Like we'll get people together into a group who are pushing for a certain goal, and we'll kind of all work together on that goal. So it really is just like a team effort with everything that we do. You have the opportunity to earn a limitless income that provides a life of complete freedom. This is so true. My family has been sick this week, and it's been pretty brutal over here. And this week, I just was not able to work that much. I wasn't really like active with my social media. I wasn't able to be as present with my business as normal, as usual. But that's okay, because this business sustains itself when you have to be with your family, or take time, or just need a day to go shopping or to the beach or whatever you need. I worked, 3 years building this business. And now, and I mean, it happened even sooner than that, but to be able to work for a very, very short amount of time, to have the freedom to say, today, I don't feel like setting an alarm clock, or, I'm going to go on a trip, a total spur of the moment trip with my husband, or take my kids to Disneyland. You can do that. You can work for that freedom. You can have that freedom in your life. And like, so beautiful. When you get a taste of that, you never, ever want to go back. You also have a community that supports and celebrates your successes. We are like crackheads when it comes to celebration and recognition. Like, we take it to a totally different level. I've never experienced anything like it. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. If you guys follow us every Thursday, you will see that Facebook blows up with just celebration. It is so much fun. We don't let anything slide under, fall through the cracks or anything like that. We celebrate everything. Your first success, your first huge success, your 10th huge success, whatever it is, there's a celebration for it. And you just don't get that in real life, like in normal everyday life. You don't get that. And so yay for that about coaching. It's also a place to dream big and work at your own pace. So that kind of brings us to the next slide that I talked about, where you can sort of like pick your path. You don't have to sign up and like go all in. You know, a lot of people do get into this business because they have different focuses. Sometimes it's the fitness, like I just really want the accountability. I just really want the discount. Or I already work full time, or I go to school, or I'm super busy, whatever it is. But hey, if I, you know, helped a couple of people get set up with a challenge pack each month and made a little extra cash on the side, that'd be awesome. So that'd kind of be like the hobby coach, you know, you're the part-timer, which is totally awesome. The discount coach that drinks Shakeology on the regular, doesn't want to sell anything. But again, you don't have to hit any quotas, so you get to save $16 a month on your Shakeology. And then there's the business builder, the person who really wants to go all in, build this thing, build a life full of freedom, like I just talked about. And any way you slice it, it is your business and you get to do whatever you want with it. So where do I even start? So in all of those, whether you're the discount, the hobby, or the all-in coach, there's a couple ways to get started. There's a $39.95 coach sign-up fee. If you are active military, a veteran, a military spouse, I think I named everything, you don't have to pay that sign-up fee, and you don't have any business service fees. So that there's a business service fee. I know I mentioned that website that you get immediately when you sign up. It's $15 a month. It's not optional, but it is a beautiful thing. And I know how it is. It's like, okay, well, I could spend that at Starbucks instead. But what you're getting is website maintenance. Beachbody completely takes care of all of your websites. Like you never ever have to lift a finger for that. There's no like graphic design, no web design, no nothing, no coding. I wouldn't even know where to start with any of that. So Beachbody does all of that for us and keeps it all clean and puts up new promos and all of that stuff for us. And we just pay $15 a month for that. Or you can start with a challenge pack, which is awesome. And that would waive that $39.95 fee completely. And you get a full supply of Shakeology and the workout program of your choice. A lot of new coaches joining the team that I one-on-one mentor start with the 21-Day Fix challenge pack. I like it because especially when it's on promo, it is this month. If you're watching this in February, it is February, just in case you're catching the recording and it's like 3 months later. Check with the coach who brought you to the webinar because we have different promos every single month. But 21-Day Fix is often one of our promotional challenge packs, and it's the least expensive, but it comes with so much stuff. So I love that one. And you don't have to pay that $40 fee. So it's kind of legit, and you get to start a full-blown business. So whether you are, you know, doing the discount coach thing, doing the hobby coach thing, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can make this whatever you want. I hope that that was informational for you all tuning in. This recording will be up forevermore. So if you have any questions, you're tuning in at any time, please comment below or ask the person who invited you to this webinar. And I hope that answered all of your questions. And I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much. Talk to you guys soon.